Forgot to hit the Nico. Hi guys, I forgot to hit the Nico banner thing.
That's okay. We all know it's Nico approved. Hi, Ed.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, everybody in the chat.
Oh, I've been running in circles forever. We've got 15 people here. Let's see if I can get chat working.
How about I do well, since it's only 15, I'll just run down real quick. We got Geek Boy. Hello, Geek Boy. That's the very top when I see it. He came in at half an hour early. Canastillo, hello. Oink Master, Eric Wyrock. I said Ewick. Ewick Wywok. Ewick Wywok. Eric Wyrock, Allison, Paul Sotera, Annette, Mystery Snail Guardians, Garcia Aquatics, good to see you. Daryl Deemer, hi. Carlos Diaz. There's Dr. Awesome. I was going to say Dr. Amazon. That'd be good, too. That's a good one, Dr. Amazon. He sounds like a James Bond villain. Doctor. No, I expect you to die. Scotty Aquati, Jennifer Weaver. There's Jeremy, Ben Backstrom, Eduardo, John from My Fish Tanks Aquatics. And there's Mike from Fish Tank Barn. He already gave you a $5 super chat. Says working and lurking.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And it's great seeing all you guys. I mean, I was going to start as soon as you said the first name, I was going to say hi. And then but every name was like a good person.
So yeah, hi, most of those are good people. Most of them, they know who they are.
Yep. Oh, except now we have Sarah's here.
Oh, there's Sarah and Steven. Steven P. What's up?
Do you know what Sarah's mafia name is?
I do not.
It is wait, I got to remember. I want to say Sierra. That's not right. The city that she lives in is that real pretty city in Georgia. Oh my gosh.
Athens?
No, but that is in Georgia. Is it pretty?
It's a cool town.
Savannah.
Okay.
She's the Savannah Darter.
Savannah Darter.
Isn't that neat sounding?
Savannah Darter. Like it.
Yep. But I don't know where I was going with that. But thank you, everybody, for coming. And I don't know if any of you guys were in Pam's stream on Friday night, but I made...
Saturday night.
I made these little fish. And...
all of them. All of them were awesome.
This is a tiger barb that I'm going to paint. Now, the trick is when you put these in the oven, it's real hard now. I mean, I can hold it like this and it won't break. The trick is it gets real soft when it's cooking before it gets hard. So if I'd lay it down, it would get smushed.
Yeah.
So I thought I cut up a Pringles can and set the fish in like this.
And the temperature is very low, right?
It's 275.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And like if it's going in your fish tank, I overcook it because you got to get all the chemicals out. But for something like this, I don't want to overcook it because I don't want it to get cracked or brown, even though brown doesn't really matter. But it still, see how it melted a little bit just into the cup or the ledge?
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit right there at its back area.
Yep.
I mean, that could be maybe a poopy area. But
so you think when you cook it, it's going to melt in those spots more, though?
Well, it's already been cooked.
Oh, that one's already done. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got soft while it was cooking.
Okay, but those aren't bad. Now, are you going to worry about fixing them, or are you just going to paint them?
I think I'm going to get something to fill it in.
Gotcha.
But hear me out. What do you think if I give one of these out like every Thursday night on my stream?
I think anything that you make, people would be like, there'd be like people killing each other to get them.
Well,
it would be like Black Friday with people, the table turning and wow, it would be the whole thing.
Well, people ask me all the time to buy my stuff, and I don't really want to sell it, but I thought maybe I could do so. That was, and I can't wait to paint these. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of paint them cartoonish, so they're not like perfect, so they're gonna be like 3 or 4 colors. That's it.
If you gave those out, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Hey, Jess.
Well, it was so much fun making it because all I did was
you made them so quick. It was amazing how quick and they look great. Those are People would love those.
This one I'm going to have to sand. And I sand them all because I like to get the little bumps out, but I want to make this tail a little thinner, but I'm afraid to do it.
Yeah,
So
don't want it to break. Yeah.
But I thought the swordtail came out pretty good.
They all did. I was just like, wow. I mean, because you were just over there messing around, and all of a sudden you held it up. I was like, holy crap.
See, look, that's where the thing bent into his little fin.
Yeah.
So I should be holding him on this side.
Yeah, he definitely turned out awesome. So how many did you did like 4 of them that night? 3 of them?
3.
3 of them.
And then can anybody guess what this is without its colors?
Yes, but I won't guess because I was there and know what it is. They get pretty good size. They're a very chunky fish.
Yeah, they get real big, actually.
And other fish that live in there, other fish like them and their family are very, very skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Stephen P.
zebras
said
are
clown
kind of
loach.
thicker.
Stephen P. said clown loach. Sunset Jen is here. She says, good day to you and Ed. Ed's fish and giveaway idea is super.
Oh, cool. Well, I told Pam I would paint these on her stream, but it may not be for like another 6 weeks or 5 weeks to on there.
Yeah.
So
why don't we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Just for those few people who don't know, I mentioned this morning on the morning show. Oh, and it was a clown loach. I'm not sure if people heard that, but yeah, clown loach.
Ooh, I should make a bala shark. That'd be neat.
You should make just everything you can because I think those would be a hit. I think you should, you should do some special giveaways or
maybe
I think those people would love them.
Maybe while I'm down and out, I'll make maybe like 10 or 12 of them, and then we'll take a picture of them all together, and then we'll give them out once a week for when I get back for, 3 months.
Yeah.
See if people like it. And it's something that I could ship anywhere. This is a fish that I could send to Allison.
Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy expensive? She just said make a betta.
Now, you see, I was looking at the bettas and that night, and I think it like a plakat would be easy, but like a crown tail would be tough.
Sure. Yeah. I was surprised you didn't make a guppy.
Yeah, I know. Well, I figured everybody would think I was going to make a guppy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make something a little thicker too. So, and I really love swordtails quite a bit. So that's why I decided to go with it.
I think you need to make up a bunch of them and do something with them because I know people would go crazy for those. It would definitely be a what do I want to call it? I guess a piece of merch, even though you're not selling it and stuff, that would be highly sought after.
Well, I don't know.
It will. Don't sell yourself short. Those are awesome. And I know for a fact 95, 98, 99.9% of the fish fam would love to have one.
Well, I bet I could make them quick. And then once I make 12, then I'll take a photo with them all on there. Because I think that'd be cool to have a big group shot instead of just making one and sending it.
Yeah. Well, you made 3 of them in an hour.
Well, it was 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was also painting the starfish.
Yeah, and you were talking and doing other stuff too. Painting the starfish. It sounds like a euphemism.
I know. I was painting the starfish. But look, you can see his textures really well now.
Oinkmaster said blood parrot would be difficult. Would it be difficult? It's very round.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Steven says fish fam craves art, and that's definitely art. Garcia says, how about a frontosa?
Yeah, before this, the only way to get my art was to win a sculpting contest, I guess.
And RB Dar says maybe make one that's flat so you could hang it on the wall. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's not both sides.
That maybe for the discus or something. Because the reason why I didn't do a discus was I wasn't for sure how to.
Oh.
I just had a thought. Maybe I could get the thinnest dowel rod I can get, drill a little hole in their belly, and get just little. Maybe I'll go outside and look for a stick and then cut it into discs, and then they could be on the stick.
Yeah, it's a little statue, little figurine type thing.
I like that. I think that's gonna be pretty neat.
especially if you made the base of it from a piece of wood as well. I mean, I know you can buy those that are already like they've got bark on the outside and they're just a little disc of wood that's already shellacked and everything. And
Oh, I thought I would just get some. I mean, literally, I live in the woods on the side of a mountain here, so I've got lots of trees that I could do that.
so find a big one with a lot of bark, thick bark, to make yourself little medallion type things for the base, and then a stick. That would look amazing.
Okay, you guys have to remember all this because I don't have my notepad. I left my notepad down in the fish room. Where's this? Oh, I was going to say, where's the silver?
Steven said, make one that hangs on the wall and sings. Billy Bass.
I could put it on a spring and so it just shoots out. Instead of having
starfish.
Take me to the river. Oh,
so Ed's going to be
gone. Demonetized in our last stream.
Did you see what for?
Yeah, for showing somebody else's video.
That's weird because usually they have to claim it. I
thought know, it's my own video.
It was your video.
It was my short.
Well, then definitely put in dispute that.
Isn't that stupid?
Even if you're not worried about getting the money, because I know it's not a few cents, whatever, but it teaches their system too. Hey, this was wrong. So those are important to dispute just because it makes the whole system better. Even if you're not looking to get any money or do anything, it still is the right thing to do because it helps the algorithm and it helps them fine tune their system. You know what I mean? It
looks like my name's Geek and your name's Show. If we were like a team, Geek and Show.
Mine almost looks like Snow, like Informa.
Yeah,
I don't know the rest of it. That's all I know.
Boom, boom, baby.
I like boom, boom down. That's
we might get sued now by David Bowie's estate and Vanilla Ice.
No, that was Snow. Was the Canadian rapper? I can't remember. His name was Snow.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the one.
Informa.
That's right.
I like it boom, boom down.
What was the one that Vanilla Ice stole the?
Under pressure, he did the
pressure.
Ding 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 ding.
Boom. Yeah. Oh well.
He said, "No, I didn't steal that. I made that up." Because theirs goes ding 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 ding, and mine goes ding 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 ding. That was what he said. That he made it up.
Well, he lost. So he lost all the money on that record.
You should have. You just give. Well, it's like
but I like the song.
Michael Bolton is claiming that he wrote "When a Man Loves a Woman."
What?
He claimed he wrote that. And Led Zeppelin. I love Led Zeppelin, but they did a lot too. They claimed they wrote a lot of their songs, but they were taken from blues artists. Yes, they did their own spin on it and they changed it quite a bit, but they didn't actually write the songs, and they should have given credit where the credit was due.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's all. I mean, I don't have a problem with people doing that in the sampling and stuff. I mean, I don't care for it that much. I don't have a problem with it as long as you're crediting the people, right? Give credit where credit's due.
Yeah. Especially if it's old timers.
ABC said Snow was from Connecticut. Oh, I thought he was a Canadian. Did he make it big in Canada or something? He was. I thought he was a Canadian artist.
Maybe he just associated Snow and Canada.
Maybe he was from Connecticut originally, but he made it big. And like Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, but he's known as mostly American artist. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that Ryan Reynolds was Canadian.
Oh yeah.
Boy, they got all the good people.
They got some good people. I have a lot of Canadian friends. I do.
I almost married one once.
I know. I remember.
Boy, I lucked out on that one.
Eh?
For sure.
Give us back our hockey, eh?
Well, yeah, for sure.
So for people who don't know, Ed's going to be gone for roughly a month, maybe longer. He's having a valve replaced in his heart. So today's probably the last day we'll see you.
Probably.
For a while. Unless you come up tomorrow, I'll probably do an afternoon delight tomorrow, and you're more than, if you've got the time, because Wednesday you're going in, right?
Wednesday at 7 in the morning, I'm getting cut open. I have to go in at 5 in the morning. It's crazy. That's when I'm going to bed normally.
Well, you'll be getting a lot of sleep after that.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably keep you sedated pretty well for something like that.
I'll probably try to go to bed early because I can't eat anything either.
Yeah.
But you guys don't forget who I am, because that would suck.
And when soon as you're able to use your phone, you're going to be contacting me and let me know so I can tell everybody. And I'm sure you'll do the same with Bob Kaler and a bunch of your other friends. But you got to let us know how things are going as soon as you're able to.
Yeah, and I should give my mom James's number or something just in case I die. Because nobody would know ever.
I would know because I'm going to be paying attention.
Everybody would think I was in witness protection.
Well, there is already a Tallahassee Ned, so what are you going to change your name to? They're going to have to,
And there's a Nantucket Ned, right?
Yeah.
Darn it, though. I was so close. Let me go to...
ABC knew the lyrics of that song. He said in the song Informer, he even says, "Me born and raised in Connecticut, your one chance to know." Something like that is what the lyrics were. But yeah, he probably just got big in Canada. So ABC even knows more of the lyrics for the song.
I was going for a record for me. I don't know if I'll get it now. In the last 28 days, I've had 97 subs.
So you need 3 more to hit. Is that your record?
I don't actually know what the record is, but I don't think I've ever hit 100.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I know I have 100 a month because 100% honesty, Corey. When I interviewed Corey, he put out the bat signal, so that brought in a lot of. I ended up getting like 130 subs from the Corey interview. Yeah.
Well,
speaking of that, I want to say something that's been bothering me lately that I've heard a lot of people say about me, and they're not saying it like in malicious or angry or anything way, but a lot of people are saying that I'm using reverse psychology when I talk about my memberships or about sending me stuff and all of that. And that's couldn't be further from the truth. If I was using reverse psychology, that means I have like an ulterior motive and I'm like trying to do something that I'm not. When I tell people that you don't get anything for being a member, it's just honesty. I'm not using reverse psychology and trying to get people to, I've heard a lot of people saying it lately, and it's sort of just, I don't know, it sort of bothered me a little bit because it makes it sound like I'm trying to trick people into doing something, and I'm not. I'm being honest about it. So anyways.
Yeah.
Not using reverse psychology.
ABC gave me the Disney Channel.
Yes.
And he asked, have I watched anything? And I started watching The Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And, first I tried to watch it on my Xbox, and the Xbox wouldn't play the Disney Channel. It wouldn't give me the emojis, because you have like an emoji face to show who's on. So that way he'll know that I'm on with my face. But we didn't know who we were going to pick. So my niece just randomly
your profile.
Picked.
Your profile. Okay.
So my niece just randomly picked up a blank circle and said, let's see what you get. And there's like 50,000 of these black circles. There were like 5 that filled in. And they were like princesses and Mickey Mouse. And ABC already has Mickey Mouse. Well, so I was a panda. And it's not even a cartoon panda. How cool is that? But I started watching The Bad Batch yesterday to see if the Roku worked, because she said you're going to have to get a Roku to make this work. So I went out and I bought one, and I plugged it in. It was working fine, but my mom absolutely hated it, and it's on her TV because she wants me to spend the first couple weeks upstairs in their
that makes
house
sense.
instead of my side of the house.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, like I have my own kitchen and everything. I could just take care of myself.
But
she's, I think, worried that I won't be able to at first.
You probably won't. I mean, I haven't had that part opened up, but I've had other stuff, and even just laparoscopic stuff, because they're still cutting into muscles. And have you ever had any abdominal surgery at all? And I know you had your stuff on your back, but like, have you ever had muscles cut in your chest or anything?
I've had a rib cut out.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's pretty damn painful. You
The
probably weren't
kidney.
up the next day doing jumping jacks.
Oh no! When I did my kidney surgery, it took almost 6 months to recover
Well,
because
Jesus, I totally forgot about that.
they cut a whole rib out and about an inch of meat.
Did
The
you keep the
kidney.
rib?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't let me. They said that this lady asked for the rib and she wanted to make a little sculpture out of it for a necklace. And they were like, "Isn't that weird?" And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." But I didn't say it. But I said, "Yeah, that's weird." But they said they would take a picture of it at least for me, and they didn't. They forgot. Because I wanted.
It would have been cool to just have that rib as a.
I wanted to put it in a jar and put it on a shelf just to be creepy. But oh well. So yeah.
Paul Tetras said your witness protection name would be Wichita Willie.
Well, people know me in Kansas. So I'd probably have to be somewhere where I've never lived. I mean, I never officially lived in Kansas, but we've owned land in Kansas and used to vacation. And
you could come up
in
here.
Kansas, and they already know I'm Kansas City all the way.
How about here? You could be New York Nancy. No, that doesn't work.
Oh, when I was getting my X-rays, the lady got my orders mixed up with some old ladies, and she says, "I don't think you're Nancy, are you?" And I was like, "Nope." And so she said,
"You should have said yes. My name is Nancy. Why?"
Well, of course. I was born in 1932.
Oh, people are saying ignore the haters. Those people, I don't know. Those people weren't haters. I think just, it wasn't like they were saying it like maliciously or anything like that. It was more, I just want people to be aware that I'm not trying to trick people. That's all. And I think the people who said it maybe didn't even understand exactly what they were saying. Anyways, I shouldn't even brought it up, but I'm not tricking people. There, leave it there. So you actually started watching the Bad Batch?
Yeah, but my mom hated it so fast. She just wasn't even in her living room. But
was it because of the cartoon or what?
Everything. She hates sci-fi. She hates cartoons. She hates action. It's like I'm already ready just to hook her up. Now, can I take that Roku that has the Disney Channel on it and hook it to my TV?
Is it just the stick? Or what is it?
It's like a little box.
Yeah,
it's like this with a wire that goes in.
Yeah, you can move it to wherever. It doesn't care what it's plugged into.
And it's got one of those new type of things where you pull, the rubber just sticks on, and then you pull it and it pops loose.
Oh, yeah.
That alien tape or whatever they're calling it. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, you can use it. I mean, it doesn't care what you plug it into. It doesn't.
Good, because I was already dreading that I had put it on her TV.
Yeah, it doesn't care. It doesn't even know.
She got on there and she spent 2 hours going through all the teenage TV shows and getting all excited about watching all of them. It's like, because she's watched everything on the Hallmark channel already 5 times.
I like Disney Plus. We had it for free with Verizon for the first, 6 months, and we decided to keep it. It was I like it. I think it's worth the money. There's a lot of good shows on it. I'm digging all of the new Star Wars stuff and all the Marvel stuff and everything. Eduardo said he uses his on the orchids and now he gets the garden channel.
Oh, neat.
Snoochie Booch, Richard said, got to run, but wanted to say, take care of yourself, Ed. Really hope for the best. Feel better soon.
Who is that, Snoochie? Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And finished The Mandalorian. Sarah said she just finished it. It was awesome. I like The Mandalorian.
That's my number one goal, is to do Mandalorian and then go through and watch the Book of Fett, or Boba Fett.
Yep. Good choices.
Well, Boba Fett's always been my superhero my whole life. I've always loved him. So
I like the show. He's an anti-hero, but he's also, he wants to do some things right for people, and he's got a sense of honor, and I enjoy it.
my mom was all excited about helping me send these magazines out. And I'm like writing a note for one, and my mom had already sealed it up. So I just stuck it to the outside of the package.
Ed, you seem to be having some problems with your mom lately.
And then she did Matt's and Eduardo's, and I'm like, I hope she put the right magazine in the right package.
Oh, did you make a personalized note for each of them?
Yeah, but oh well.
So you don't want Eduardo getting Matt's note and Matt getting Eduardo's note.
Yeah, because they'll get really jealous of each other.
Yeah, they would. I could see that. And Matt says, and hi, Matt, maybe it's time I start advertising that for a small fee every month, Fish Fam Link can send live notifications.
What does that mean?
There you go. So you can get notifications on your phone or whatever.
Wow.
When somebody goes live.
That's awesome.
Or other stuff, too. I mean, I don't know what all notifications are available, but Geek Boy, $20 super chat. A couple of months of the evil Mickey Rat Empire on me while you are recovering.
Well, thank you so much, but it's actually on ABC. But I'll take your $20 and maybe buy some more fish.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Now, how much would it cost to make? You said we want to make 12 of those. How much roughly is that going to cost just for the materials?
I think I might have enough here for one more fish in this block. Gosh, I can't even open the Ziploc bags are hard. They shouldn't put little kid sandwiches in here, or they should, and then the little kids will never gain weight. Okay, so I don't quite. It's close to get a fish out of that. So let's say I can get 5 fish out of a pound. So it's about probably $1.25 per fish for the clay. I'm gonna glaze it. I'm gonna coat them with a clear coat, and one can lasts me a long time. It's like $14 a can. I'm halfway through my can, and then my paints. I don't know. I always am buying paints. They're just like $1 to $2 a piece.
You use them for so many things.
Yeah, it's just I never really know when they're running out. One project runs out, I just get another one, so it just kind of blends all together. But I don't know. Maybe $3. I bet shipping will be like $5.50.
Yeah.
So shipping's going to be more than the fish.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
So you're thinking about giving them one away a week for the next 3 months after you get back, roughly.
Yeah, I think I could probably make 12 of them. Probably pretty fun.
Okay, yep.
I think that'd be cool.
Hi, Skipper.
Hi, Skipper.
Anybody else? There's Joe Stan. Skipper came in. I don't know if we said hi to Dr. Awesome. We did say hi to Sarah. We didn't say hi to Geek Boy, I don't think. And there's not Nola Jane and Mexicali Fishkeeper.
I'm sorry, I just read Eduardo what he just said.
About the twins?
No.
Oh.
He said he fed his fish bloodworms yesterday, and today he fed them flakes, and they're looking at him like, you bitch. What? You're giving me flakes?
Oh, and there was another. Sorry, Ricky. Sorry, Matt. I didn't get your question. Where was that? Oh, he said something. Oh, that's up way up here. I've been silent the entire day, but now I got to know, was it a low rib? Did it help you to lean over better? He's thinking of like Marilyn Manson. I don't know if you ever heard the Marilyn Manson rumor that he had ribs taken out so he could do things for himself.
Huh. It's the floater rib. I don't know. The floater rib wouldn't probably help you get lean or not because it's not connected to the rib cage. But it made my back spasm quite a bit. Like whenever I sit somewhere for like over an hour, I get back spasms from that. But now that since I have a herniated tailbone, I lean more on my front. Like right now I'm leaning on my elbows and not on my tailbone. And so I don't get as many back spasms either.
Silver lining.
As soon as they fix my tailbone, I'll get back to sitting like a normal person. I'll start having spasms. But I don't get the spasms till I stand up.
Lady Diane gave you a $10 super chat. Says, good luck.
Oh, thank you so
And
much.
there's a Rock Hard Tanks. Now, Rock Hard Tanks I saw on Dr. Awesome's stream today, and they said that they had been around for a while. It's the first time I've ever seen them. And they said they've been around. They just don't chat a whole lot, but they're talking here.
Oh, that's awesome. Rock Hard? That's a cool name.
Rock Hard Tanks, yeah. And they said, I got new clear coat on my truck. It was more than $14. Must have taken more than one can, probably. And there's Texas Fish. Hello.
Oh, I wore a Texas Fish shirt a few days ago.
Geek Boy says, is it just me or is it odd that Eduardo's fish look at him the same way the rest of us do? There's RB Dar, too. Hi. I got the last part of my birthday present today, too, and I wanted to show.
Oh, wow.
I can't see where it's at. It's Metalheads.
That's
Aquatic
awesome.
Museum. And again, they got me a 3X, which is, I wear 2. 2 is very comfortable. This is a 2. I'm very comfortable in a 2. This is a Star Wars one.
Neat.
But they got me that one. So,
well, I'm wearing a 3X and it fits just fine.
I like and you're taller than me. You know, you're 6'1", 6'2". I'm only 6 foot, so that's a big part of it.
1 whole inch longer. But I am all body. I have really short legs. I have 31-inch legs. So, yeah. What's your legs length?
I usually wear 34.
See, you're 3 inches longer leg. If I was wearing yours, they'd be going under my shoe all the time. That drives me nuts to get long-legged pants.
I used to wear a size 29, which is a weird size because it's you usually don't have the odd sizes.
Waist or leg?
Waist.
Oh, well,
I don't anymore. That's quite a bit bigger than that, but it's.
I had a really cool pair of jeans. They were probably like designer fancy jeans, and they were 35s.
Yeah, you can get them. I mean,
unzipped the fly. It said "Lucky You."
It had like an audio or just something stitched on there, because that'd be funny if it was audio every time you unzipped. Lucky you.
And it had like shamrocks, like lining on the inside. Coolest pants I ever owned.
Texas Fish said, "Don't confuse me with Texas Fish Room." Yep, gotcha. I was thinking of changing my channel name because of the confusion. I mean, yeah, I think most people know Texas Fish, but that's I understand.
I'm sorry, I thought it was Texas Fish Room.
Oh no, Texas. That. Yeah, I knew there was definitely 2 different people there.
Well, Texas is a pretty big state, so I think it's okay to have the same name.
Yeah, but I get where he's coming from.
I have to answer my phone real quick. It's my dad.
All right. And Rockhard says, I commented on your stream one time when you mentioned the donkey punch.
Hello.
Gotcha. Unlucky you if you got caught in the zipper. Lucky Eugene still exists. Oh, I never even heard of him. Hi, Debbie. I never heard of Lucky Eugene's, but it's been Levi's almost my entire life. I'm not one of those. I'm not very fashion forward. You're muted, Ed. There you go.
Sorry about that. Normally, I drive my folks everywhere.
Yeah.
But my mom, she's like legal to drive. She just doesn't like to do it. But she's driving to the grocery store with Dad right now. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they didn't get in an accident. But they didn't.
Who's going to be driving them when you're down? Your mom's going to do it?
Well, my niece comes over every Tuesday. And then she stays until Wednesday. So I'm sure that she would help them. And I bet you my sister will be coming on the weekends and stuff.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Yeah. And if they have a doctor's appointment or something, they've also got lots of friends.
Okay. So plenty of people to help out. So what are your other plans while you're down? I mean, you said you're creating the fish. You want to do a lot of binging on. I know a lot of it depends on how much pain you're in and all that kind of stuff. But what are some of the other? I mean, a month is a long time. So.
Well, I was going to try to buy some books or a book or two. And I've been having a heck of a time. Oh, gosh, I almost burped. I've been having I did burp. It's just quiet. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. I've been having a heck of a time trying to find the books that I want. And it turned out the books were videos, like movies that were like released that didn't get to the theaters. I don't know if it's, but so I've been looking for the wrong thing. But I also get like this Audible. Have you ever heard of this website called Audible? I think it's called
Audible. Audible, yes.
Audible.
Amazon owns it.
I'm thinking about doing that and listening to books.
Yeah.
Because the first couple weeks, literally, my dad did this the whole time.
Yeah.
He just squeezed this pillow. Oh, that feels pretty good with this little turtle. But he just squeezed like this the whole time, did nothing. So I thought maybe I would get that program.
Yeah.
And I downloaded. Well, I didn't download it.
Your first month is, I believe the first month is free. Garcia Aquatics just gave you a $2 super chat and says, "Where is Doctor Strange?"
Doctor Strange. Oh, my Doctor Strange is in the fish room. But there is this Doctor Strange. I got to get rid of. It's so terrible.
The mask is so little, and it reminds me of the wrestler guy from what was it? No, that's not what I'm thinking of, because he had a full mask. There was something where the guy just had a tiny little thing. Maybe it was one of the cartoons. I don't remember. Audible is pretty cool. I used to use it when we commuted, because I can't do audiobooks. I love to read. I read a lot, but I can't do audiobooks like just around the house and stuff. I have to really focus. So when I'm driving, it's perfect. It's the perfect level. I can listen to it, but I'm focused on doing something. So I love to listen to audiobooks on long trips, but we don't commute anymore. So I don't need them. They'll be perfect for that though. And they've got all kinds of great books out there. All kinds.
They do. Well, I was going to do this Dinosaur Red, whatever that is, because I love monster stories. And then I took a picture of a bunch of different ones that I thought would be good.
Nola Jane, thank you. I could not remember her name. She said, "I see Laura Petty, tank girl behind you." Remember we were trying to figure out her name?
Yes.
I could have looked it up because I met Laura Petty, and we actually knew her sister. Her sister went to ASU. Ocean Grave.
I thought that looked good. The Lost Sea. I thought that book would be good by Toby J. Nicholson. So Allison's brother maybe wrote this. Or Alice, rather.
You got to throw some fantasy or sci-fi in there. It can't just all be the sea below.
Yeah. I love sea monster stories. They kind of know what I like.
I guess. Mega Croc.
Yeah, all these I haven't.
That's what Shaq has. Mega Crocs.
Yeah.
Dad joke.
That's terrible. Oh, can we go back to Garcia though?
No.
Garcia Aquatics?
Nope, he's done. He's gone. See you, Garcia.
I thought our Garcia was Carlos.
No.
Well,
I forgot Garcia's first name.
I think it's Carlos.
Is it Carlos too? I'm sorry if it is, but no, Carlos is Carlos Diaz.
Oh my gosh. I feel so terrible, Garcia Aquatics, because I think Carlos for the Doctor Strange. But the Doctor Strange, it's a Funko Pop, and he's sitting behind on my fish tank in my fish room right now. But I filled another tank up, and it was like the last straw. 2 Sundays ago, I was supposed to be a guest on a show, and I put the big fish tube banner up and everything to do it, and it kept breaking up.
It's Berto.
I've got to.
His first name is Berto, he said.
Oh gosh, well, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. Next time you see me, you get to punch me in the nose.
Well, you met him at Aquashella, right?
Yeah. I just feel terrible that
I'm bad with first names too. I'm bad with names. I try to remember people's real names as much as I can when I see them. But I'm bad with them. There's Ricky DeHoyas. What's up, Ricky?
Well, I'm very sorry though. I feel like a big jerk.
It happens. And ABC, I saw that. I will let Xanadu know. Yep, I just sent out his shirt the other day too. I still got to send out his leggings. And Garcia said, "It's okay, boss. No worries." CJ Black. Hello, CJ.
CJ.
Always
I'm nobody's boss. I was a union rep, damn it. We hate those guys.
Sarah said she's making a list for types of fish for you to make out of clay. Do you already have a list? She said she's making a few notes.
No, what I was doing was basically I said freshwater fish, and then I looked for body types that looked unique. So I was like looking for this slope with this and the round body, because people, when they think of a tiger barb, they just think a round body with a little point on the face, but it actually has a slope. And then like with the swordtail, I know they got that pushed up front. And Doc was so on it when he said Molly, because they also have that kind of same jawline. And then that's so iconic that.
Well, a lot of the rainbows as well, because they've got such a tall body and then that little head, that would be very distinct.
I think I'll probably do a Gold Wonder Killie because I really like their jawline. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You have to do a neon tetra or a cardinal tetra, you got to do one of them. I don't want to do like a diamond tetra because not enough people know what a diamond tetra looks like. I'll probably do a white skirt tetra. I thought about doing a white skirt, and maybe I was actually thinking about maybe doing 3 white skirt tetras and then painting them all different colors, but I might do that for my mom.
Congo would be cool too. It has that very distinct tail. The males have those, one of mine's got to be pretty good size. He's a good man. He's got to be close to 4 inches.
The problem with Congo is the color, how to paint it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I could maybe paint it silver, and then I've got this chameleon paint that I've never tried that does like rainbows. Maybe I could try it and just see what happens.
Yeah, that would work. There's Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Christopher came in. What's up, Christopher? Let's see. And Rock Hard Tanks was talking about Terry Brooks. Yep, Terry Brooks. I've read a lot of the Shannara stuff. What was his other series too? He had another series that was really good. Magician for Hire or something like that. I thought that I can't remember if that's him.
I really like monster books.
There was something else too. I was going to. The Crypt Keeper came in. Hello,
Crypt Keeper.
I thought there was something else that somebody was asking.
I listened to Carrie and gave her a thumbs up yesterday during her stream as I was driving, but I didn't talk. When my mom is in the car with me, she really gets paranoid if I say anything to my phone or touch my phone.
I'm with her. I talk to my wife about that all the time because she'll like send me a message when I think she's on her way home, and I'm like, "Where are you right now?" And she's like, "I'm driving." I'm like, "Put your phone away."
Ooh, a mud skipper would be super cute with their little eyes on top of their head.
Those are a little bit bigger though. Would that still work? Or you just make a smaller one? Don't make it to scale.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess these aren't really to scale.
If this was to scale,
that's big.
It would be a lot thinner.
Yeah,
because I have had these guys get about 5 inches long, but when they do, they thin out some.
Yeah,
they elongate. This one's awfully thick, so this would be kind of a nice, fat, plump, juvenile boy that's getting ready. I
saw some when I went to the fish swap in Syracuse last year. This guy had some on his table that were just huge, and you were right. They almost looked like a rope fish or something. They were so elongated.
Yep. I've swordtails. It's kind of surprising.
Xanadu.
I've probably had swordtails more than I've had angels, guppies in my life.
Xanadu, ABC is here in the chat, and they sent out your painting, and I sent the shirt to you yesterday should be there tomorrow, I think. And I still have to send the leggings take forever for some reason. So the leggings will be on their way soon too.
Let's see.
Well, Allison says I do a puffed up puffer, aka clay ball. What's this?
I got this in the mail. And
it must be Italian. It says Fragile.
Fragile. Well, it's from Ricky De Hoyas. He lives on...
Oh, yes. I know what this is.
Wait, Ricky's from California or Texas?
Yeah.
I thought he was from
De Hoyas.
So? I thought he was from like New Jersey.
Ricky of Houston. Crypt Keeper says Syracuse CNYAS annual fish auctions. That's the one I was actually talking about from last year. I'm probably not going to go. I am a member of the CNYAS, but I don't ever do anything with the club. I don't know. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, so I don't know. I probably won't go, although my wife is going to Arizona in April. What is it? The end of the month, Crypt Keeper? Michelle is going to Arizona. I'm pointing towards Arizona, like it's that way. It's southwest. I'm pointing towards it. She's going to Arizona in April for a week. First time she's been back since we lived here. Can't find what you're. Oh, you're pointing towards.
Okay, that's west. They're that way. I was trying to figure out how the sun goes down in my backyard. Nice. You guys want me to open this box? Or
yes.
Should I do a box opening?
Well, no. Open it now because I know what it is.
Well, I think I do too. And it was so incredibly nice of you guys. And should I give the backstory or should I open it first and then tell the backstory?
Do both.
Okay.
Geek Boy says, stop pointing at me. And Crypt Keeper, if you're going to be there, maybe I will go. Just so we can meet.
This is really good tape. They don't mess around with tape in Texas.
Are Xanadu's new leggings suitable for framing? Well, they're...
That's what I was so worried about.
Xanadu, I sent out your shirt, and I said it was going to be signed, and I sent it directly from Amazon. I totally forgot. I am so sorry.
Well,
I'll just send you another one. I'm going to send you another one.
Just send him one of your other shirts that you haven't washed yet so he knows what you smell like. And sign that.
No,
it'll that one with the brown squares.
It'll excite him too much. I mean, my scent is very enticing.
Well, I think you owe that much.
Xanadu, I'm going to send you another shirt because I said I would sign it, so I am. So you're going to get two shirts. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that part of it. So I'll order another one today, have it sent to me, sign it, and then send it out to you. I'm so sorry. I hate when I do stuff like that. Crypt Keeper says April 30th at 11 a.m. I might get to that, Crypt Keeper. I might.
I won't. That April 30th is AquaCon.
Yeah.
Aquaticon.
And I definitely won't make it to that, but this is only an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed with Crypt Keeper for having a party during Aquaticon.
It's not his party. He's going to the CNYAS fish swap. He didn't put it on.
Well, he should go there and raise a whole lot of hell.
They've been doing this for a very long time, so Aquaticon shouldn't have put on theirs.
Well, if they've been doing it for a long time, then they could have sacrificed. Oh my God, this is like the best packing job ever. It's taped on the inside of the box. Ew.
Eduardo wants to know why he gets stuck with just lips for his mafia name. And Ricky said he's from Chicago originally, just like me, but he lives in Texas now.
See? I thought he was a Yankee. Okay. Just lips? That's kind of funny. I'm going to really I'm sorry, Ricky, but I'm really tearing up this box bad.
Bunny Viper brings up a good point. She says, well, I thought I joined, but I joined the FishTube one where my name is Thumper. Unfortunately, yes. FishTuber.com, I think.
You wait. They're
has
giving
a
out
fish,
names also.
has a fish one. Maybe I don't know. But they have a fish mafia as well. But this is the Tennessee fish mafia that's been around for quite a while.
Wow.
Dr. Awesome wants a mafia name.
Who does?
Dr. Awesome.
Ooh. Well, let us think about that one, because I can go a lot of fun ways with that.
His name is Dr. Anthony, which sounds almost like a mafia name right there. You know?
Yeah, I know, but I want to do the South American connection. I think would be neat. You know, somewhere.
Yeah. Dr. Peru.
Yeah, I know. The Peru specialist. I don't know. Give me some time on that.
Because he likes to peruse.
The chick. And
I'm sorry for even saying that. Paul said lips fits.
Yeah, I would.
Matt said he said Xanadu lives only a couple hours from him. When you send him a worn shirt, I'm going to go there to get your DNA. And Bunny Viper'd like to know if she can be Thumper on the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
Yes.
There you go, Bunny Viper. There's your nickname on the Tennessee Fish Mafia, Thumper.
I'm just wondering who gave her the name.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Because if it's the person that says that everybody's copying him, that's really messed up. That he's taken the mafia name and
yeah, I don't know.
Names.
I don't know if that's the case at all. I don't want to cast aspersions if that's the case, but
if it's Sweet Jess, it's totally cool.
The Peruvian Mystery, Geek Boy says. Jennifer Weaver says, I figured out a name. Can I join? Yeah, everybody's welcome to join for sure, the Tennessee Fish Mafia. And Skipper says Joe did. Joe gave out the name. Is it he's doing mafia names as well?
Well, everybody be prepared. Probably in a month from now, Joe will be accusing me of stealing his idea of giving out mafia names.
Yeah, but we know it's happened. It's been going on for 2 years. You know.
I know, but that hasn't stopped him on anything else.
Ricky said you have to open it and turn the pic around. In case the glass broke, then the picture wouldn't get ruined. So the picture's actually in there backwards just to protect it.
It's like, this is the best packing job I've ever seen. I mean, it is a freaking awesome thing, though. So. But no, okay, so here's the story. Everybody kept saying, oh, you got to watch RiKo's stream because somebody got you something. And I was like, oh gosh. All right. And then I watch it and RiKo keeps saying, I'll give away a pair of my pants at the end of the stream. And every time, like halfway through, I was like, well, I hope it's this fish and not the pants. I hope it's this plant, not the pants. And this is the second to last thing on the stream. And thank God. Thank you, Stephen P. Thank you, Ricky. You guys are so nice.
So Bunny Viper says she bought a T-shirt from Joe's, and he said send him a name. So I did.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
so he asked you to pick a name for yourself for that fish mafia. It's just going to get confusing with the two different fish mafias.
And I mean, I like Joe a lot, but I get to hang out with Joe a couple days a year. But
Philly Fish for Jennifer Weaver. That sounds good. She's not far from Philly, right? Do you live in Philly? Oh, and Alishon said Tony 2 times for Dr. Anthony. I always like that name, Tony 2 times.
Or
they called him. You know why they called him that?
Because he's killed 2 people?
Because he said everything twice.
Oh.
I'm going to have a smoke. I'm going to have a smoke. You want to come with? You want to come with?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He always said everything twice. Whip's World. What's up, Whip?
Oh.
He says, I named myself Whiplash, the big smiling temp. Someone needs to come up with something much better than that. I think just Whiplash is good.
I think Whiplash is awesome.
I think just Whiplash all by itself.
Whiplash would be a really good name for a battle bot too.
put yourself up on solo layout so
awesome.
that we could see it.
Oh yeah. Let me see how.
And Jennifer's about 70 miles west of Philly. So Philly Fish, I like it. And fish is spelled with a PH. Philly Fish.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Can we still hear you?
No.
Oh, we can.
No, you can't. You just think you can.
Oh, well, then I better change this.
No, you're good.
There we go.
You didn't have to do that. You were good.
I know. I'm just being stupid. That
And again,
is freaking awesome.
So that one was from Stephen P. He bought it and sent it to you, and in the auction to raise money for Vinay. So and Ricky De Hoyos was the one who put that up as a donation, like so many of the amazing people in our group who are doing it for no reason other than they're great people. That's it. They're not doing it to get anything out of it, as has been suggested. They're only doing it because they're amazing people. They donated all kinds of just great stuff.
That is so cool.
That was very cool of them.
Crazy.
Joe Stan said, yep, he got Batman and you got Joker.
Well, I think I won.
Hey, Kenny.
That is so cool. Thank you so much, you guys. That's crazy.
Eduardo said, when was this offered? I missed it. That was on the second of my streams for the auction, the second Saturday.
You were hanging out with me, Eduardo.
Yeah,
that was during Aquashella.
Yep.
And I didn't get to find out what it was, like I said, until I got home on Tuesday. And I was like, oh man, I wonder. And I was so convinced that they were sending me a pair of RiKo pants, and that would be part of the fun. Would just
don't call them RiKo pants, RiKo leggings. RiKo pants sounds like a whole different thing for some reason. I don't know. Just call them RiKo leggings. That's what they are. So
I'll try. I'm not very good with English words.
Yeah, I know. No, you're great with English words. It's just remembering stuff. That's like myself. Wait, what's my email address?
Your email address is RiKo@RiKoStan.com.
That's very good. That is my regular one. What about my one for the Christmas stuff?
Santa at RiKoStan.com.
Yes, you did it. You got it.
It's a lot easier to remember when you're not just breathing your own breath. I was having such a hard time last year at Santa Claus. There was no holes in my beard because I was wearing a wig
yes
over my face, and I put a rubber band over the bangs and made them flop over like a mustache. I thought it was pretty convincing, but oh my gosh, I had such a hard time breathing, and it would also give me a headache because the rubber band was like tight around my head.
Yeah, your face was getting pretty red sometimes.
And I couldn't remember anything. I was trying to remember whose show I was on at some points.
Matt said, wait, so I bet on this stuff to get it for Ed, and y'all outbid me and gave it to Ed. Yep. And Maria Z did get Skipper, the Captain America. Skipper was bidding on that, and Maria outbid him and then gave it to him.
Oh, and Eduardo is so cool. He was going to share his Disney Channel with me, and he said that he made me the icon and everything, and he picked Captain America for me.
Nice.
Isn't that awesome? That made me feel good.
Kenny said, man, has anyone in here had to do workman's comp before? These guys are a real piece of work. I did. I didn't have an issue with it, though. It was a long time ago. It was when I first got diagnosed. We weren't sure what it was still. They didn't know if it was cancer or what, and I was going to be out of work for a while. And I did have to go through workman's comp, but it was pretty straightforward for me.
Yeah, your shop steward will have a paper priority pretty much filled out.
I wasn't union.
Oh, that's too bad. Well,
IT guys don't really have unions.
Well, maybe for Kenny, because the shop steward would say the union is grieving the fact that you're not, or the union is behind the fact that they were injured on the job. And as soon as they see that, same way with unemployment.
I don't know if Kenny's, do they have for car salesmen, salespeople, do they have a union? Yeah, he says I'm not union either. Yeah, I didn't think he was.
You see, as soon as I'd fill that paper out, the state would start paying it, or insurance would start.
Well,
Because
my company was on my side. They understood, and they really backed me up. The company I worked for at the time, it was called Empire Merchants North. That's where I used to work. It's a liquor distributor. They treated me great the whole time I was there. I was there for 8 years, and about 5 years into it, I was diagnosed, and I was out for a lot of time dealing with things. And they always had my back. They did a lot of the work for me, even though we weren't union. I mean, it was a union shop. We had Teamsters union was there, but I was an IT guy, so I wasn't union.
And you know what? There is a lot of places that unions aren't necessary at all. Unions actually hurt in some places.
Well, sure. They're not entirely. Yeah. We could go into that.
I didn't have to file workman's comp. They took care of me. They put me on short-term disability and then long-term disability, and we got it all worked out. And I never had to worry about that type of stuff, which was lucky, But so I've never actually had to do it personally, but we've had people get the end of their finger cut off or something like that. And they were trying to say that it was the fault of the person for cutting their own finger off.
Yeah. That happened to my mom when she worked at CTS way back in the 60s and 70s, Chicago Telephone Service. But they didn't make telephones or deal with telephones. It was just a manufacturing place. But she cut off her tip of her finger in one of the machines. Or no, it was her thumb. It was her thumb. That's right.
Oh, now, okay. How do you feel about this? We had this huge argument about this in my family about a week ago. If your thumb got ripped off and they would put your big toe on there so you would have a thumb, would you do it, or would you just have 4 fingers?
I don't know. Because now you might have trouble walking.
Well,
you need your big toe.
I knew this girl who did it. She was a rodeo rider. And
so she sort of needed to have it.
Yeah, she was on a horse, and her thumb got ripped off, and they never found it in the dirt.
The horse
so what they did was they cut her big toe off and put it on her thumb. And you know what? Girl toes are a lot more attractive than boy toes, because I was like picturing it looking like my foot on there, but I could hardly tell it was a toe versus. Yeah. But when you did this, it was like, oh, that is a toe. But she was able to do this.
Did she get?
And she was back to riding, so she was like riding their Broncos.
Yeah. Did she get an athlete's hand?
I don't know.
I don't think I would. I think I could deal without having the thumb. I don't really need the thumb all that much.
On your right hand.
I don't really need the thumb all that much. I'd rather have the toe so I could walk better.
Okay, well, you see, all the men in our family said toe on the thumb, and all the girls said, I don't want a thumb then.
I'm thinking I don't care what it looks like. I'm just thinking practically, it's going to hurt how you walk.
Is there oh, shoot, I have to do it. Okay, I want to know maybe I'll put this as a community post. Can I put polls on community post?
Yes.
I might put this as a post.
You don't have YouTube open?
No. Okay. But everybody who would keep or have their big toe put on their thumb, give me a thumbs up. Everybody who would say no, give me a fist. And we'll count to see how this goes out.
I would want more toe more than
Tampa
thumb.
Tom's here. Oh, Tampa Tom said #thumb.
He said Tampa Tom said he's missing 2 fingertips.
Oh, I knew this guy. He was a truck driver, and he lost these 2 at the last joint. And I think he still would pick his nose with the little lump of his big fat finger, and his nostrils were so big.
I thought he was just gonna, pretend to pick his nose with the,
No, I think he could get that whole nub up inside those nose.
Kenny said, I'm not in cars anymore. I was a tire sales guy that they were making do tire tech work and while doing so, ripped my rotator. So now I'm wondering how I'm getting paid while this is being worked. Gotcha. I'm sorry that I haven't kept up. Yeah, it when you take even
Bruiser's
just a few
here.
days off, it's easy to. And Tampa Tom says he's missing 2 fingers. Bruiser's here.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something, Bruiser?
Yes. Thank you so much for the T-shirt I was wearing yesterday. I didn't wear it today because I wore it, I think, on our streams on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think it was.
Thank you so much for that shirt. And I've been waiting to see you for a long time to thank you because I really appreciate that quite a bit. Okay, so let's see. This is really good polling here. Where's a piece of... I got a pen, and I actually have one piece of paper I can write notes on. And okay, so we're going to... This is so big. Oh.
Bunny Viper said you can walk fine as long as you have your big toe. Yeah, that's the point, though, is they did take her big toe. A thumb would be more useful. So if they took a different toe, I would be okay with it. And Sarah Siebler said that too. Like if it was one of the middle toes, take it, but not the big toe. I would rather be able to walk, and I think I could deal with doing stuff.
Maybe they could put a prosthetic toe on there.
Or prosthetic thumb would be easy to do. They have good ones now.
You see, the bummer thing with me, okay, my right leg, I don't hardly have any feeling at all except in my big toe. So that's how I drive.
Yeah.
With my big toe.
So if they took that one,
I would be up the creek.
Jeremy says, I'm holding out for a bionic arm.
I'm holding out. Well, I'm not holding out, but I'd like to get a bionic heart someday.
Steven said, my big toe is like twice as big as my thumb. That would look so odd. Yeah, same here. You're right. It would look weird.
Well, maybe they could take a different toe.
If they took a different toe, if we're not talking big toe, then that changes the whole dynamic. And this is important stuff we're dealing with here. I'm glad we brought this up today. It's a great topic, Ed.
Thank you. It's really important. Tampa Tom said thumb. Wait, does that mean he would take the toe? Okay.
And CJ said, don't they usually use one of the middle toes? I know a banjo player who had that done used middle toe.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I always thought it was her thumb, but maybe that's her toe. But I didn't look at her foot.
Yeah, that's the whole key right there. If they want to take any other toe, I'd be fine with it. And I would do it. I would definitely go that direction. My coworker walked fine without the big toe. That was his new thumb. Was even able to qualify in firearms. His thumb was way bigger, but he's proud of that fact. I probably would use it a lot too. I'd be like hitchhiking or something, And,
hey, baby,
thumbs up, It's so weird. Such a great topic.
Well, it looked like yeses were going to take away. Okay, now Scotty gave me a foot. So I'm thinking he means foot.
Yeah.
Scotty. Oh, okay, we got to bring up the Scotty conversation. Oh, all of a sudden the nose are coming back here.
Ever been toe banged? I've banged my toe, and not in the way you were saying.
Okay, so it was 9 yes. Oh, wait. RiKo, what do you vote?
Well, if we're talking big toe, yeah, I would definitely keep my big toe where it's at.
And I would rather have a thumb than a toe.
I would not be
my right toe.
I would not be playing musical toes.
So it's 10 people said, take the toe and put it on my hand. And 8 people said no to the toe.
Say no to the toe.
That was pretty interesting. I love polls. They're so much fun. Oh my gosh, and I'm still on the big screen.
That's all right. I sort of like it. I sort of like it that way.
Poor Bob, or well, no, not poor Bob. Poor Eric yesterday. Furlough.
Yeah.
Bob put him up there and just forgot about him up there. He's all by himself. And it's a panel of 8 people talking, and it's just him like this.
Is that when he had the snake? I tuned in just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sundays are the weekends are usually the worst. Saturday nights I can get away and do some things, but Saturdays and Sundays I spend with Michelle. Wednesdays are my unplugged day, although often I end up playing video games on that day. But I try not to do any social media at all on Wednesdays.
Skipper
But
says skip the
Saturdays and
toe.
Sundays.
So now it's 9-10. I apologize if I missed someone.
Eduardo said no to the toe. If you didn't get that one,
Was it a written version? Oh,
and
forget
Ricky says
mine.
I can't feel most of my toes.
Oh, well then, Ricky, you should say definitely yes. So maybe
In
you
this
could get
group-
feeling in your toe.
Geek Boy says in this group that is what classifies as weirdo.
But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay. This is a little bit not so funny talk, but it's serious. And now I'm smiling, which makes it worse. But I heard that Scotty died this weekend, and I was all upset because I thought it was Scotty. But apparently it was somebody else named Scotty.
Yes,
not
it was
our
Scott Burden, Fancy Tail Aquatics, had passed away last week sometime.
Oh.
I don't know what of, or I don't know. Fancy Tail Aquatics.
Well, I'm not glad that he died, but I'm glad that it wasn't Scotty. I don't know. I was trying to make it sound as good as possible.
Yeah, I get you. Christopher wants to know what the question is. So, Christopher, would you, let's say you lost your thumb, would you want them to take your toe and replace your thumb, or keep your toe where it's at? That was what the question was. And Kenny says, I could not picture my toe as a thumb. It's gangly looking toe.
Yeah, but your fingers are kind of gangly too. You probably just match your gangly body. And it could be on the arm that's got the busted shoulder.
I keep looking down at my big toe now, just thinking about it being on there. Because it is so much bigger than my thumb. I mean, probably almost 3 times. I have big toes. I don't have big feet. I wear size 10.5, so I don't have like big feet, but I just have big toes. My kids, both of my son, let's see, which one? One of the boys wears a 16, the other one wears a 14.
Wow.
Shoe. Even Ariel has big feet too. That's not nice to say about girls, I guess, right? I need a custom keyboard to avoid fat toeing while typing.
I have that problem typing on my phone.
Yeah, me too. My hands don't work like they used to, so it's very difficult. I feel bad too because some people, they don't get upset, but they're like, oh, they don't say hi to me anymore, or stuff like that. And when I'm on my phone, I just say hi to everybody.
Oh, Stephanie's here.
Hi,
I hate stupid people. We've been all wondering a question that only you can answer because we want to know your opinion. If your toe got bit off by a horse, where are we going with this? Let's say you're noodling and your thumb got bit off by a snapping turtle. Would you have your toe sewn onto your hand so it would be working? Or would you just do, whoops, that didn't look as good. Hide the thumb this way. Would you do this or like this?
I mean, this is more streamlined.
Yeah.
You'd be able to, if you need to get into someplace really tight, you'd be able to, you'd be able to, maybe it'd be more. And I think they make toys that, well, never mind.
It would suck to always have to write like this.
I don't ever write.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I rarely sign my name. Most of the time, Michelle signs my name these days to stuff. Like if it's a paper check or something like that, she'll sign my name to it,
It'd be really hard when you go to butcher your cow.
If I had cows to butcher, that might be a concern. At this stage in my life, see, I just don't need anything. And Daniel Velez says, I have not said hi to him yet. And how could I ever forget Brother Dan?
Except a good hip. Hi, Daniel. It's great to see you. I would love to have a good hip.
And Steph says she's seen that surgery be successful many times. I try it.
Oh,
may also depend on which hand. Yep, that's a concern. Which hand and which toe?
It's the right toe. I mean, the right hand And it could be any toe.
Kenny said, when I went one time with my wife to the foot place, the lady looked at my feet and said, I charge you double, gangly foot man.
What?
And Ricky says, can you imagine wearing gloves? You'd need to wear an oven mitt on one hand and isotoners on the other. I would still just wear it and not worry about it. So the thumb would just be flapping around, in your glove.
You could tuck it in.
Yeah. No, leave my toes alone.
That's where you could keep your lighter.
I'd lose weight for sure because you ain't touching my toes. Oink Master says it's a tough decision, but because I use my hands so much, I need as much equipment on there as possible.
I'm with you. I'm 100%.
Joe Stan says, if for the dominant hand, give him my thumb. Non-dominant hand, no. He'd keep his toe. So it depends, again, on which one.
I went dominant hand because you're normally going to get stuff ripped off your right hand because it's the one that's always going into things.
Hold on, Tuck.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's talking to his dog. I got worried. I was hoping he didn't fall off his chair.
There you go, buddy.
Because that would be no fun. I'm left-handed. I'd probably go four-fingered. Oh, well, if you're left-handed, then it has to be the correct hand. Or, whatever your dominant hand is. That's why you got to have your toe on it.
My hip is killing me.
Oh, man. That dirty dog. You should put a dog door in that door.
That's what somebody else said, too, and it's a great idea, but I'll never do it.
If I mail you one, will somebody put it in?
No. I mean, I could just go buy one, but...
What about the British guy?
The British guy. His name is Brandon, by the way. So
Brandon?
you don't have to call him Brandon, yeah.
Do they say, way to go, Brandon, or...
No,
Great job, Brandon?
No, that's usually more of a Southern American thing, but yeah.
Wait, I know they say something about Brandon.
Yeah.
Wait.
We don't need to deal with it.
I hear it all the time, and I can't think of what they're saying.
Well, what they're saying is "F you, Joe Biden," is what they're saying. That's what it means. That's what it stands for. So, but no, they do not say that.
Gotcha. Well, that's good. Well, it's probably because he's British.
Yes. It's good to have him back. It's good to have him back.
Let's go, Brandon.
We miss him when he's not here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't just mean to yell, let's go, Brandon. I would just read what Sarah
I know.
That's pretty funny, though. Oh, well. Okay, so now that I've probably been demonetized again, it's really good that Brandon can do things for you, that he goes over here to America.
He doesn't really do much for me. I mean, he's my daughter's husband. I'm just saying, he helps out. He's a good kid. He's good. He hasn't dealt with the snow too, and it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad. I mein, since he's been here, he's only been here since he got here Friday, so he hasn't been here long. And we did get some snow, but it's already all gone. There's just patches of snow around, and the bay has still got ice, but I don't think it's that much. And we have like a 60, almost a 70-degree day coming up, so I'm gonna go collecting that day. I think it's a good day.
Awesome.
It's a good day. It's a good time to do it because all the stuff that's been washed up, over the winter, because you get a lot of heavy waves and stuff.
What do you take when you go collecting?
Usually, it depends on where I go. If I just walk down the hill, it's just a 5-gallon bucket. If I go, see, the bay is right here. The lake, I actually drive down the street a little bit because there's a parking area and it's right by the lake. We're on the bay as opposed to right on the lake. So if I'm going to the lake shore, I drive down there and I'll take a few 5-gallon buckets.
Oh.
But if I'm just going down here, I just take a 5-gallon bucket.
So you take a 5-gallon bucket and then you take a net, or you just stick the bucket in the water and pull it out?
Well, I'm only looking for rocks and hard driftwood. So yeah, I don't put the bucket in the water. It's usually right along the shore. By law, I'm only allowed to take what washes up to the high tide line on the property. By law. So, I mean, they would have to know that I went into the water to get stuff.
Well, nuts.
So I
I,
don't.
I was
I
trying
have
to prove
collected.
a point why you'd need a toe thumb to hold your net in your bucket at the same time to catch your fish. But I don't think you need a thumb for picking up rocks.
No, I don't think you do.
You just be like a
like a claw.
triceratops. Or not a triceratops. They probably don't pick up anything. But something that picks up stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get anything out of the water that often. I've only been collecting for fish once, and that's when I got the bluegills, who are doing great, by the way. Christopher wants to know the bay. It's called East Bay, but it's not East Bay in San Francisco. It's in New York. And Tucker's scratching at the door to get back in. Can you hear him?
Yeah. So
Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Hold on, listen. Hold on. He's going to do it again any second now. He's doing it very quietly now. He's like going.
You know what? I bet Whip is a little behind in our chat. Or I am. Because he's still talking about poor Tony. I mean, Scotty. No to the toe.
I got to let him back in. I hate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He just wants the door open, though. He doesn't really care about coming in, I think.
What are you doing, huh? Did you go get a drink or something? What's up, buddy?
Is he just going to go? Is he going back to the door, scraping on the other side now?
No, he's right down by my feet now. Come, buddy. Hey, Tucky Tuck. I wish I could pick him up and show you. He's a good boy, old Tuck.
Did you hear that Bunny Viper had a snake that bit her all the way up to the elbow?
I did. What stream was that on? She was talking about that. It got her hand, and then she said she sort of conked out a little bit,
and her mom still has the paperwork on it. But I still want to know how they took it off, because snakes' teeth are designed
to hold it in
barbs. So,
Bunny Viper says, "Can someone tell me who sells the exact wood and rocks? Universal." I'm not sure, Bunny Viper. I think you had a typo there. Universal Rocks makes those fake 3D backgrounds that are really cool.
Oh, I think are they out of Illinois, but just on the other side of the river of St. Louis and Fairview Heights?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where they're from. I know their stuff is expensive, but it looks nice, and I've never bought any of it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're talking about the WYSIWYG stuff. What you see is what you get. Is that what it is, Bunny Viper? The one where you can actually see a picture of what, so that you get the exact thing. I thought Houston Manzanita did that. I could be wrong. Diego used to do that. I don't know if he's done anything like that recently, but he used to show specific things, pieces of wood with plants on it and everything. Aqua Rocks, Colorado, Steven says. Do they do that too? I think that's what you're getting at, Bunny Viper, right? What you see is what you get.
Bunny Viper was in 6th grade when that happened. She has been hanging out with awesome animals her whole life. Because she had a photo of her petting a tiger. You know how much I would love to pet a tiger? That'd be so cool.
We did that. I can't remember. It was in Arizona. There was some white tigers and stuff, and I don't remember what it was called, but we got to pet them.
Kenny got peed on by one.
I remember that story. Yes,
that's a great story.
I do remember that story. Yes,
that whole thing when he was telling it, I was picturing it in my head. So I mean, it's like it's a movie in my head where I can see him walking up with a cool leather jacket and 2 cotton candies in his hand. And the cotton candy just melting all over him.
It's in my mouth.
Oh, gosh.
Rock Hard Tank says Universal Rock is in Dallas, isn't it?
Oh.
Honestly, don't know. And Geek Boy says Aqua Rock, Colorado has it set up on their website, but last I looked, they did not have anything listed in that area. Gotcha. And Bunny Viper's done animal rehab all her life.
That is so awesome.
So Ed, you didn't tell us about the other stuff you plan on doing while you're down for the 5 weeks or whatever. So you're going to do some of the fish stuff. You talked about Audible. You talked
Yep.
about Disney Plus. I guess that's quite a bit of stuff. Is there anything else you're planning?
I'm going to try to put a short out every day, but I don't know if I have enough videos. So I've thought about taking videos that I thought would be really good, but only got like 60 hits, and putting a new song to them. Just cheating. I hope that doesn't offend any of you guys, because you guys are the 60 people that watched. But for some reason, some videos just don't get put in the short stream.
None of mine do.
And like yesterday, I'll show you one that I did that I couldn't believe it. It's not a super exciting one. Gosh, my channel. This one, I don't want to.
No.
This Pleco, he's not doing much at all, but I kind of had a snazzy thing at the bottom. I said, I think the Rams are looking for the Clown Pleco. Because I found if I just put one thing like Clown Pleco, people don't pay attention.
Yeah, but if you put multiples, that's true for me as well. I noticed that the more things I have in the title,
I think the people have to take longer to read it.
Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's all it is.
So, but it's not like super exciting. But look, it had 1,800 views, and it got 9 subs.
Nice.
That's crazy. But then,
you commented on one of mine yesterday or today.
Oh, yeah, I was just going through the short feeds because I was bored, and I was clicking them, and yours popped up in the short feed, and I wonder, it was one I'd already given a thumbs up to. And I was shocked that it would give me one that I've already seen.
I was going to ask, did you already make all the shorts and just schedule them?
Oh, no.
You should do that. It's real easy to schedule them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Have you done that before? You've done the scheduling stuff?
No, I'm going to schedule one today. Let's see. I'll go to... it's a video I made. I'm planning on trying to get together a couple of videos before tomorrow. Or no, before Wednesday.
Before Wednesday.
But I was going to schedule them for every Wednesday.
Paul said he's got to go. So please tell Ed he'll be in our thoughts here at the villa.
Thank you so much. Ooh, I like the sound of a villa. That sounds cool. Thank you, Paul. But this is going to be my Owazi BioStyle 20 opening box review. That'll be this Wednesday while I'm in surgery. I'm going to release that.
You could do a quick short of the Joker painting. Even though it wasn't a box opening, you could just say, thank you, Stephen P. and Ricky.
Yeah. And
that'd be a quick one.
I love you, color guppies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's, I mean, we kind of did that here, but I could just make like a 3-minute nice video.
Or make a short out of it. Just, hey, I got this.
Yeah, I'll do a short.
Make this, I got this from. There you go.
That's awesome. I'll do that after the stream.
And Allison said, tell Ed he'll be missed, and I wish him a speedy recovery.
Thank you so much.
You will be greatly missed, and that's why you better be texting me as soon as you're able to, letting me know everything's okay.
Yep. And if I don't, I'm dead.
I'm not going to hold you to that. Because
I only have a 5% chance of dying. So I mean, like, I play the lottery all the time and never win. So, and that's a lot worse.
That's not, making it sound better.
Well, but that's a lot worse odds than 5%.
But if you have such bad luck with the lottery, you might have, it's bad
luck. I was thinking, I didn't want to say that I'm really good at raffles when there's 100 tickets in there, true. And I normally pull my tag. I was trying to think the opposite way. But my doctor is awesome. My surgeon, he did my dad's surgery, and my dad's was a lot worse than mine. Even though he just had a pig valve put in, they were going to go through his neck. And then when they got in there, they realized that my dad's was all crusty and it had all this calcium. So they had to go do a lot. So they had to cut him open and split him open after all.
He was all crusty.
It was.
Matt says, shut up. He's using all caps. Shut up. Ed will be fine. Don't make me cry. Ricky says, when are you going under the knife? It's 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning.
And it'll probably be like a saw.
Yeah.
But then I'll have aluminum in me. Or not aluminum, titanium wire.
Titanium. Nice.
Yeah, aluminum would suck.
You can build them back stronger.
Yeah, just don't punch me in the chest. Or maybe I should tell people, punch me in the chest. It's metal. Wire, though.
The Offish says the weirdo and the beardo. Which is which?
I'm afraid I'm the weirdo.
I'm afraid. Yeah, but you're our weirdo.
Oh, well.
Oink Master says there's an animal sanctuary about 45 minutes from my house. The majority of the animals they have are pigs. I used to always go to the Country Max store where Cassie's Critters worked. She's been on Bob's channel. He's interviewed her, and Susie Q and a few other people. She doesn't do a lot of YouTube stuff these days, but she did work at the Country Max, and she would give me really good deals on fish and order in fish for me. Well, she quit there, and she went to work at an animal sanctuary in Rochester, and it's so much better for her. She is so much more happy working there, and she gets to work at an animal sanctuary that takes every kind of animal. Well, I don't know about fish. But they take.
It's
I meant
tough for fish because you have to have a lot of tanks because the fish will be eating each other.
Yeah, I don't know about fish. I doubt that they keep fish, but they have horses and cows and pigs and chickens and dogs and cats and I mean you name it. They take everything. They do try to rehome them.
I used to love playing with the pigs. My uncle married a woman that her dad was a pig farmer. And I never had a grandpa, so he was kind of the closest thing to a grandpa, even though he was like a grandpa-in-law. I don't know what it would be called. Your aunt's father. Your non-related aunt's father.
Yeah, just some guy with pigs.
Well, but he was awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Daniel Velez gave you $50. He says, get some of the miniatures you do on Pam's stream and paint them while recovering. Got to go. My whole family is praying for a fast recovery. Yes, my whole family knows who you are. Bless you, buddy.
Well, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. But
that was very cool, Daniel.
Much.
Very cool.
Very cool.
And he brings up a good point. I never printed those miniatures for you. I totally forgot about it. You got to remind me of this stuff. I forget things. I got to print some for you.
I need to see if those miniatures have come in. And I guess I should be yelling at Alice because they come from Britain and we haven't gotten any for a long time. Oh, you just had a nephew or son-in-law come in from Britain. I should have had him pick me up some. But for some reason, there's like a big shortage coming in. And I haven't been able to find any more of those sea ones yet. And there's a whole army, but they're all sold out. It's very strange.
Chris Salazar says, hello, little late. And Oink Master says, you have to feel better to give me more hugs, Ed, at the next aquatic convention we both go to. Well, hopefully the next one you both go to is the Keystone Clash.
Yeah.
Ed's going to try and make it there.
Going to try. What was I going to say? I was talking about the pigs. Well, I used to love going because he had a deal with like the different donut shops and stuff or different restaurants. And the favorite one was he had a deal with this donut shop where he got all their day-old donuts and all their juice and milk. And it was the only place, because my family's always been like super conservative when it comes to juice. You have this little bitty juice, and that's all you got, But when we went to his house, he would take a jug and fill this whole thing. It'd be like Kool-Aid, but it was orange juice.
Just as bad for you, all the sugar.
Oh, it was so good. I used to love it so much. And then the donuts, they were great. They were a day old, but please, they were great.
I
But,
love, how a lot of your best memories are food related. I love
yeah.
that.
Well, but then it was so much fun to feed the pigs. And I really think the pigs they'd probably get frustrated when my cousin Malia and I would feed them because, her grandpa would probably just take, trash or, not trash cans, but 5-gallon buckets and just pour it.
Yeah.
But we would give one donut per pig.
Yeah.
We're like, and you go as quick as you can so you don't lose your thumb and have to have your toe sewn on. And yeah, but it was so much fun. I used to love feeding the pigs, playing with the pigs.
There's CJ Black's taken off, and there's Robert Ray Aquatics and Mike's
Robert
Aquatics. Hello.
Yeah, that was another plan. Was I wanted to go to his house again, or I haven't got to it yet. 2 years ago, James and I ended up getting all that free stuff after the first Aquashella we went to, and none of the other Aquashellas have been the same. Because they've gotten so much bigger, there's so many more people to get the free stuff, I think, or they know what's going on. But
sure,
we had so much stuff we couldn't fit it in my truck, and we spent 8 hours putting stuff in my truck trying to get it perfect. And we're like, oh my gosh, we won't be getting by his house until dark, and we got to get all the way home. And so we didn't go to Ray's house to check out his fish room then, or Robert at Ray's Aquatics. And so we were hoping to do it this year. And then Grant said we could go to his house too. So we're going to do 2 videos each. So we're like, we can make 4 videos. We'll put them out every 2 months. So I don't put Robert out at the same time James does. So that way they get advertisement twice. We both get free videos. And it was just I really just got to get home because I was waiting for the phone call. I thought originally my surgery was going to be that Wednesday that week.
Yeah.
Instead of the Wednesday this week. But
Allison wants to know why you were yelling at her, what she did.
Well, darn it, you're not sending all. You got to get down to Games Workshop and tell them to start shipping stuff to Tennessee.
Hey, there's Select Pet. What's up, John?
Select Pet John. And he's another guy I had to cancel over the stupid heart thing. Because I've been super careful not to get my blood pressure up. And I was supposed to do a talk at his place and at his show or club last month, or maybe 2 months ago. And
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Robert's going to try and make it to Clash too.
Oh, that's awesome.
But you had to put off the talk because you didn't want to have the extra anxiety and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah, this doesn't raise my blood pressure at all. But man, I tell you, yesterday I was getting a little dizzy just from going up and down the stairs. So it's it's really getting time for me to get this done.
Yeah, I understand. I was just doing water changes, I think Sunday, and it wasn't even that much, and I had to sit down a few times just to catch my breath, and it hasn't been fun lately. It hasn't been fun. But Allison knows that shop. She said, "Don't make me go in there. I hate that fluffing shop."
Wow. Well, they have a whole giant company somewhere out there, but I'm surprised that she knows Games Workshop. That's awesome.
So they actually have a physical store location over there?
Oh,
I know they're from England, but
they've probably got a store in every city. They used to have them here. Every
Games
city
Workshop's actual stores? Really? I didn't know that.
Well, and then the big cities would have a place called the Bunker. So Chicago has a bunker, Atlanta has a bunker, New York has a bunker. I think Baltimore, Seattle, I think has one.
Huh. But I've never been to one. I've been to places where you can buy miniatures and stuff, but they're all self-owned. They're not, related to any of these.
They only sell Games Workshop stuff.
Gotcha. Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem like you could fill a store with that. But when I went to the Bunkers, it was awesome because it was more for gaming. It's more for promoting their show or their stuff. But yeah, they had one in St. Louis, and it was really cool because there would be tournaments up in Chicago, and they would rent a bus, and we would get on the bus and go to Chicago, do the tournament from our store, and then come back. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does sound like fun.
Games Workshop used to be really well ran, and then they had a bad CEO that was very anti, like, outside of Europe. Like, he shut down all the tournaments and stuff in America, in Asia, and Australia. It was just European based, but they got a new CEO, and he's turning it all back around to how it used to be really good. Oh, she did vampire counts. That's awesome. And what else? Well, I've got Empire for my fantasy. Well, now I just started an army called Deep Ones. They're like water elves. And I've painted some of those on Pam's. And then what else do I have? And then I have on the 40K side, I have just about every IG. I have a mega IG army, like huge. And then I have a big Sisters army, Sister of Battle. So, yeah. I've been in a lot of tournaments and used to do a lot of fun stuff with that stuff. But, yep.
Sorry, I just got a message here I got to look at.
No problem. My brother had what was called tomb. Well, it was like Egyptian mummies. They originally were part of Vampire Counts, and they made their own. And it was tomb something. Darn it. Well, I made a whole army of that, and I was going to do a Vampire Counts and take the horses that were skeletons, and I was going to cast like a plastic body around them. And I thought that would look really cool, so they'd look like little ghosts.
I never really got into the miniatures too much. I mean, we used them for D&D, but they were a nice to have. Most of the time, we just, tabletop stuff. I never actually got into any of the miniature games. Not that I disliked them. I just never had anybody to play them with.
I'm reading what Bunny Viper is saying. I wonder if I'm just slow. But Bunny Viper said she worked the snake off her arm, and it took an hour, and it lost a lot of its teeth. I wonder what the teeth look like, if they look like little pins and needles and stuff.
There's Bizzle.
Who's Bizzle?
Bizzle.
Oh, actually, Bizzle Aquatics. I thought it was a bad nickname for something.
It's B Wizzle is what everybody calls him, but I refuse because there's no hyphen and it's all one word, so it's Bizzle.
Yeah,
I refuse. And there's Jason Degenerate. What's up? Degenerate is my guest for tomorrow night for the Focus On.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could see that one.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is. Degenerate's awesome.
About him.
I saw about 15 to 20 minutes of his show yesterday. It stopped.
Yeah, I try to get that one, and the Saturday morning one too, but I don't always. And a lot of times I have them running, but I can't chat or anything because again, that's the day Michelle and I we just hang out together. Even if sometimes we don't do anything, maybe we sit on the couch and watch a movie, but we do things together on the weekends because she's at work all week. So,
I think I'll catch up on a whole lot of my videos too. Like when I'm painting these little things and making a whole lot more of these, I think I'll do that.
Robert said Soli gets operation tomorrow.
Oh gosh, is it on her heart? That's his awesome wife.
And
she made that cool sign that says "Welcome."
He's going in Wednesday at 7 a.m.
That's when I'm having mine.
No, I was telling him. He was also asking that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Golly.
And Mike is going to the Keystone Clash, I believe, Oinkmaster. Whips World's talking football. Could you believe that Tom Brady came back out of retirement?
Yes, because of what I read today.
Well, but somebody bought the football from his last touchdown for
Oh,
$500,000 because it was going to be his last. I almost feel like that person has a I don't know. It was marketed as being his last ever touchdown football, but now he's going to be playing again. So I almost feel like that guy has a case to get his money back. It's you know, if it was marketed as that, yeah,
I was reading his contract. It was supposed to be 25 million a year, but they knew they were going to have major hits this year with the salary cap, so they tried to rework his contract so they would pay him more last year than this year. So this year he was only going to make 8.5 million instead of 25, and they gave him all 41 last year, and he retired and made him sign a new contract because he didn't want to play for 8 million. That's, or well, I mean 8.9. It's almost 9 million. But you talk about hurting the team because they're already having problems with their cap, and then you drop off because you don't want to make 9 million to make them give you another 25 again.
yeah.
They shouldn't have restructured his contract to give him 41 last year. So
Trubisky does have some upside there, and who knows? Maybe that'll be a good fit for him. You never know. You never know.
Where did he go?
Pittsburgh. He got signed.
Oh,
And Khalil Mack is gone. They got a second round and a sixth round for him. The Bears. Hi, Sir City.
Okay. This is going to sound weird, but I don't hate other football teams.
I have some that I don't really dislike.
Well, like Pittsburgh, they beat the Chiefs year in, year out, it seems like.
I like Pittsburgh.
But I really hope, I don't hate them either. I hope that they sign that kid from Pittsburgh, or from Pitt State. Not Penn State, but Pitt State.
Yeah, I'm out of the loop. I really don't know many of the college players these days. I'm so out of it now.
Well, maybe they could have Trubisky for 1 year, well, for as many years as they want, but have them start until that kid's ready from Pitt. That's what I'm hoping. And maybe I'm crazy, Whip, but I just think it's cool when hometown people get to play for their hometown cities.
Lady Diane says she'll be thinking of you often. Sorry, no time for chatting today. A big love to you. Everyone else gets love too, but bye for now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And have a good one, Lady Diane. She's awesome. But yeah, so weird how I do that with football. The Bears traded Mac to San Diego, which doesn't make me happy because I don't want him back in my conference.
Well, he's not even the last couple of years with us. His first year with us, dominating. He was amazing. Last year he was good, or 2 years ago he was good. This was his third year, this last year, and he was okay, but he wasn't like dominating like he was. So is that play calling? Is that the rest of the team? Who knows? So, and he's still not that old. I don't remember how old he is, but he's not that, he's still.
He's not going to have to put the whole team on his shoulders in San Diego, which will help.
Well, I mean, the defense was good in Chicago, so he didn't have to do that anyways. That was one of the bright spots,
And
so,
sorry.
They got a second round. They gave up 2 first rounds and a fifth. I can't remember to get him. To get him, and they used him for 3 years, and then they got a second round and a sixth round. So they're not getting a lot of decent picks, but they also freed up a ton of cap space because they have to pay for all of it, his entire contract, and the Bears have right now they have 120 million cap space.
Okay.
So, and they've got a lot of their players signed. So they're actually not in a bad spot, but they got rid of a bunch of other players too. Eddie Goldman's gone, a whole bunch of them. So my wife was mad when Mac left the Raiders and went to the Bears. And that was a bigger thing. He was a lot more dominant player when he left the Raiders and came to the Bears.
Yeah, that made me happy because he was.
But they did sort of squander him a little bit. The Bears could not put anything together. The offense was just horrible. The defense even wasn't great last year, but I think a lot of times they were on the field just way too long because the offense could never do anything. Anyways, let's get away from football.
Yep. But I love my linebacker. The Chiefs drafted in the second round Bowden. And when he started this year for the Chiefs, we went from the worst defense to one of the best. And
It's amazing how sometimes one player can just open things up because maybe somebody's not getting double teamed anymore. So they, it's amazing how you can be one player away from a total change.
Yeah, and we cut the old guy that used to take his spot, which saved us $16 million. And we're probably going to cut Frank Clark, because he's $27 million against the cap, and he only had like 5 tackles and 2 sacks or something terrible. Just terrible. So, yeah. But we won't talk football anymore, guys. We need to get with Kenny and have a football talking channel sometime. Yeah. And I mean, none of us are like pro football player talkers, but it's just fun to talk.
I used to know college players, and I would know every player, even on the Bears practice squad. I'd know all of them, but nowadays I'm just so out of the loop. I still like watching. I know people don't because of different reasons, which I think mostly are dumb. But
see you, Carlos.
Keep you in our prayers and wait to see you back. Can't wait to see you back.
I appreciate that a lot, man.
People are people are going to miss the hell out of you, and there's no way anybody's going to forget who you are. I know you were jokingly saying that, but there's just no way. I'll keep talking about you anyways. Oh, and I will be filling in the time slot until you're ready to come back.
Thank you so much.
And I thought about,
I haven't missed I miss spots, when we go out of town.
Yeah.
But we still do the Thursday show beforehand, and it's just hard to drive, 12 hours and then do several hours.
Here's the thing I thought too, was that you might not be up for a full show, but maybe you want to just stop in and say hi and come up and, obviously not this week, but maybe next week. Maybe you're up to it. Maybe you just come in and say hi for 10 minutes, and come up on the stream, So let me know if that's something you feel like doing,
That's cool.
I don't know what James's plans are. I haven't talked to him. Maybe he'll have you do the same thing. So, and maybe that'll be enough for you, to come up just on his. But you always have an open invitation.
That's cool. Oh, look, Dee Dee's here.
She said, "Speed recovery. I will miss you."
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it all, guys. You guys are all too nice.
Allison said, "Give me your bettas till you get back. I'll give them back honest."
I don't know. My bettas are not very trustworthy.
Not very. Are they shifty?
No, I was trying to make it sound like she'd bring them back and they'd be honest bettas. I was doing a twist on words. I'm stupid that way.
Oh, gotcha.
Did you see
my short? Honest.
Okay, my short from last night was I videotaped that to buy that fish from my mom for this tank that I got my dad.
Yeah, I like that she calls it her tank, and it was your dad got it.
I know
that's funny.
She has like 100% control. But I want to this guy right here. I thought she would absolutely love it. And it's like Easter colors. It was orange and powdered blue. It was crazy good looking. And I showed it to her, and she said, "Yeah, I want that guy." We went to the store.
It totally looks like Doctor Strange is checking it out, just how it's sitting.
Yeah, it does. It's like, holy cow, there's a fish on my face. Well,
she didn't go for it, though, huh?
No, it was sold literally 5 minutes before we got there.
Oh, that sucks.
Rob even said that fish isn't going to be here later tonight because the girl said, "I'm going to go home and think about it, and maybe I'll come back tonight or tomorrow." And he says, "It probably won't be here." And I videotaped it the day before, but Rob wasn't there. And then I came back after the doctor's appointment to buy the fish with my mom. He says, "I can't believe I told that lady that." But it wouldn't have. I would have bought it.
So what is she going to get instead, do you know?
She loves the glowfish. But I don't know if we can really keep the white skirts in a 7.5 gallon tank. I just think it's awfully small. So I'm going to try to see how she looks at the the Danios. See if she likes how they look.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, I have some bright red inlers downstairs I think she might like. If I could get her maybe like 6 neon tetras and 4 red inlers in the, there'd be, these inlers are really small, but they would be really bright.
Invertebrates, what about some shrimp or snails or something? Is she interested in any of those?
Yeah, she loves the idea of shrimp.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, and I showed her, like, I don't have the red reelies, but that's what she liked. Candy canes.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get her like 4 or 5 of those.
Oinkmaster said, after 23 surgeries from brain twice down the rest of my body, I always say I just need to function better, whatever it takes. Much love and well wishes, Ed. Thank you always for your kindness.
Well, thank you so much. I didn't know you had that many surgeries.
John said she would love Mbunas.
Yeah, I don't know. In a 7.5 gallon tank. But actually, she probably would. She used to love my discus. But I used to have like a white skirt tetra, but they weren't really white skirt tetras. They were a different type of tetra. They were blue, and they swam in a school. And I bought 12 each, or 12, and then I bought 12 like red ones. And they called them blueberries and strawberries. I know that's tetras, and I know that's not what they're called. That's just, and I haven't found them in 20 years since I had my photo studio. But I had
they look like the white skirts, they were just different colored.
They were that type of body shape. They weren't as big as white skirts get a little bigger. These were smaller. But they lived a long time too. I think they lived about at least 5 years because they were there when I sold the house because they wanted the tank with the house. And I said, okay. And I told them how to take care of it. And they said, oh, we know. So it was like, cool, But I had built that in the wall at the photo studio. So I really like fish tanks that are built into walls.
Yeah, like Kenny's. Yeah.
Yeah. It looked just like Kenny's because they were long ones.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to my new house, I built the square window, the 200, that square downstairs. And that's what I had my discus in. But my mom retired, and she would work at my photo studio a lot and come over, and she would love watching my fish. So that's where she just loved how they would school together. But it's pretty hard to get them to school in a tank.
Yeah. Dr. Awesome says, much love and a speedy recovery. Bunny Viper says, we love you, Ed.
Oh, my gosh. We've got 3 minutes still for 2 hours.
John said they were dyed white skirts. They called them fruit tetras.
That could be. That was back when they were dyeing a lot of fish. But
why can I hear wind whistling periodically? Wind?
Oh, well.
Does it sound like... I mean, because I just have my email notifications.
I think I hear it, too, from my backyard.
Your backyard is whistling?
Well, I'm on the sun porch.
It just sounds,
I hear something out there right now. But I'm going to write that down, fruit tetras, to see if they still do those.
I don't hear it.
We really shouldn't support dyed fish at all. It's one thing to support glowfish because, it's DNA. But dyeing them seems a lot rougher on their little eyeballs and stuff. But they lived very happy. But what was weird is they stayed together. All the blues stayed together and the pinks stayed together. So that's why I don't know if they were dyed.
Yeah, that's sort of weird that they
stayed in a blue school and then there was a red school. And I'm trying to think if the reds were bigger or not. I think the reds may have been bigger.
It's not windy here, but I've got all the windows and everything closed anyways. I mean, it's not bad out. I think it maybe hit 50 today. But, so you wouldn't be able to hear any wind here. I mean, it could be maybe every once in a while the pump or something, the air pump, or I mean, I'm not hearing anything at all. So maybe it is on my side, because a lot of times you can't. It is. It's 50 degrees. And
I can definitely hear wind coming through the side of the house.
That's probably what she's hearing. And the temperatures are amazing. We Actually, we don't have another day under freezing until the 23rd, or even after the 23rd of March, which is crazy. That's not normal. That is not
60.
normal at all. We usually still have a lot of snow on the ground.
It's
Yeah, we
65
have
here.
we actually have a 70-degree day. Thursday looks like it might hit 70.
I thought summer was here or spring was here, and then this weird blizzard came. So
We
weird.
only I'm going to go collecting this weekend probably. Well, it says it's going to be very rainy. Geez, like an inch of rain. So that would have been, a foot of snow probably. Depends on content, moisture content. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
Well, that's what's weird about here. It's like our winters are pretty warm. It's like 40
Yeah,
is normally a low, but when it rains, it like goes up to 50s normally. But it's very seldom where it gets freezing and rains. And I think our rain normally it's coming up tropical weather.
gotcha.
So this must have been like a downward somehow, or I don't know where we got this rain.
Well, I mean,
or snow from.
warmer air holds more moisture too
Yeah.
than
Oh,
colder
okay.
air.
Well, it's just so bizarre. We had this giant snow for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, and you said it was a
That's
blizzard, and I'm
weird.
looking at it. I didn't want to
Oh,
say
yeah.
anything. I know you were joking,
Oh.
but I didn't want to. I didn't want to go blizzard.
But that's how they talk on the news here.
Yeah, because you
You
got
know,
3 inches of snow or whatever. Was it about 3 inches?
yeah, they said it was 2.7.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah,
Some areas did get like 5. The higher up on the mountain, they got like 7 inches on top
We'll
of
get-
Lookout Mountain and stuff.
we'll get 3 foot of snow and nothing changes. They don't close the school or nothing. 3 foot of snow, But
Yeah.
it's all relative. We have a ton of snow moving equipment. We're very used to it. It's all relative.
They only have a few snow plows, and they're just for the top of the mountains.
Yeah.
They don't
We have a
ever come
ton.
down to the valley.
Every little village. I mean, our village has 1,500 people, but we have 6 massive snow plows just for our little village. I mean, every village has that. Every village has every town, every city has, they stockpile massive quantities of salt to get ready for it. They have
Aquafunk.
it's a big part of it. Funky, I don't see him yet. There it is. Snow, what's that? You remember? He's from New York. He's a New Yorker. Not now. He's a Floridian, but he was a New Yorker.
Yep.
He's going to be our guest soon too on the Focus On.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hope next week. I got to touch base with him again, but I hope it's next week. Not tomorrow, obviously. That's degenerate, but the following week, I hope. And then Alexander Engelhart. Do you know him? He's the
Sounds
guy
super familiar.
who supports Dan's Fish.
Oh yeah, of
and-
course I know Dan. I mean Alexander.
Yeah, he's the one that drops those massive super chats all the time, and
Yeah.
he's very business minded. So I'm really looking forward to picking his brain a little bit about, he supports myself again. I don't know why he picked me out of all the people, but he picked me, Dan's Fish, Alex from Secret History. He just he loads me up. The one Monday I was out for a week with the illness, I had a bad flare up, and that's when I went to the doctors and got some bad news too. And the following Monday I came back and I did a stream, and him and Matt and Steve, just a whole bunch of people just loaded me up with super chats, and I was bawling like a baby. I was crying so hard. It was so much. And it was so shocking and just heartwarming and just everything. Hi, Funky Funk.
Hey Funk. Well, Funk, you made it to the very end.
Yes.
I'm over 2 hours. I don't know for sure who's going next.
Well, Corvus Oskin goes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I believe that 6 o'clock would be Austin. I don't know if he's going, though, tonight. I think he is. But he had some problems with, they had some flooding in the basement and stuff. So I think he's going tonight. And then at 7 o'clock, you've got the Metalheads. You've got Bob Steenfott. You've got Wet Your Plants tonight. What time is that? I forgot what time that one is. Maybe that one's at 5, Stephen. Man, I suck at that. You can go to fishfam.link, though, and check it out. and see what the schedule is. Wet Your Plants is tonight. You got Lefty tonight. You got Drew Fisty Bish is going tonight. I think I got everybody. Again, check out fishfam.link. You can see it. Steven is live right now. Oh,
well, let's all go to Steven's.
yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for all the super chats. They were crazy nice. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all the kind words. I'm going to miss you all a whole lot. It's going to be weird not being able to do things.
It's going to be weird not doing things with you. Yeah, it's going to be very weird.
But we will catch you when I get back. But make sure you watch RiKo in my spot on Thursday and RiKo every day when he's doing his daily chats.
And maybe Ed might be with me tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, I've got to do all my water changes and last minute everything's tomorrow.
Yeah. So probably not, but maybe you could stop in for a minute and say hi and everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, guys. And thank you, RiKo, for being awesome, too.
I can't help but be awesome. I mean,
it just oozes from you. Did you say or did you want me to get ready to go?
No, I just was going to say that I believe that Aquafunk has his real birthday here tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is his real birthday tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday, Aquafunk.
I think. Cool. I could be wrong about that because he likes to mess around with his birthdays, but I believe the real birthday for Mr. Funk is tomorrow.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to end it how we should have began it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I clicked it off.
Meow, 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 meow.